Buddy, and indeed, welcome to another edition of the Chicago Tony V Show. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, May 18th, 2022. Less than 2 weeks until the Indy 500. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Good morning, everybody, one and all. Nice to be here. Today is going to be a truncated show. I am headed to the farm in a little bit. Georgie girl gets the gold medal podium position. Good morning, Georgie. How are you? Good to see you. Amber, it's so good to see Amber glow. Amber, where have you been? How have you been? I was gonna reach out to you this morning just before the show, and then just moments before that, I realized I have to tinkle. So anyway. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Baggy Bags is in the house. Good morning. Good to see you. Hello, lady letter carrier. This is reminding me, for you people who are old enough, as old as I am, do you remember the Romper Room show? The little kid show, and she would, at the end of the show, she'd hold that circle thing and look through it and say, I see Tommy and Larry and Brenda. And you'd sit there and wait for her to call your name. That's how I feel this morning. Today will be a truncated show. Unfortunately, I have to head to the farm. I have to leave at 7:30. It's going to be a half-hour show. I'd better pack all sorts of goodness. Amber says she's in an online conference call all week and is already drained. A week-long conference call? Good Christ. Oh, and RoboKitty is in the house. My people gave me some intel on RoboKitty. I heard she was up very late last night, so I'm super impressed that she is with us. Good morning, dear. Truncated show. I got to go out to the farm, and we're behind on this garden, everybody. We're behind on the garden. So we're on pins and needles. We got to get her done. It's supposed to rain today. That should be interesting. I'm expecting to get back to town caked in mud. Tired, listless. And it's going to dawn on me, why is this such a weird feeling? Why do I feel so weird? And then it'll occur to me, I'll be like, oh yeah, I actually did real work today. Not some sort of bullshit on a computer. So there will be a payoff. If tonight is like any other farm nights, I'll sleep like a baby. So looking forward. Baggy Bags totally understands the choice I had to make between reaching out to Amber and tinkling. He says 2 rules for getting older. Sorry, or she. Baggy, I don't know if you're a fella or a lady. Anyway, 2 rules for getting older: never pass up an opportunity to pee or to take a fart for granted. I can get behind that. Salty's in the house. Salty's another one I've been wondering about. One of those, where you been? Of course, Tank, we all know Tank is on a hiatus. Anyway, truncated show today. You know, I was going to post a picture of the tragedy at the farm. Maybe I'll do it next Twitch show. They had a fox who tried to eat one of the ducks. Didn't eat the duck, but did decapitate the duck. So I think I'm going to check today for sure. But I'm worried about that duck. I think that's a bad injury. You know, Salty says life's gotten the best of me lately. I mean, join the club, huh? Join the club. Georgie says, are you seriously going to post a picture of a decapitated duck? Well, let's think about this. I have, let me describe the picture I have. And so technically, okay, when a duck is decapitated, now there's really two parts, right? There's the body, and then there's the head/neck. And my picture is really of the fox, the dead fox. But the dead fox has the head and neck in its mouth. So is that really a picture of a decapitated duck? Is it still a decapitated duck, whichever body part I have a picture of? I don't know. Yeah, that's the dead duck. That's a dead duck. That's where that term comes from, lady, I think. I don't know. So, Georgie, would you prefer I not post the picture? Is that what you're getting at? I kind of think, how can you pass that up? How can I not post it? I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I hope today's a good day. You do you, Tony, she says. How about this, Georgie? Should I give a warning before I show the picture on Friday's show, assuming I do it on Friday? Would that be okay if I can use my words to let you know? Georgie, are you an animal rights person? Like, is this I know you love kitties. You have actually beautiful, Georgie has beautiful black cats. But are you like super into animal rights and everything? This is a tough one because it's not like there was a human involved. Well, there's human killed the fox. That's true. You know, it's life. See, here's the thing. This is that fox, you know, I mean, cut into the farmer's food supply. It's like I don't begrudge him for what he did. I'm just saying. And it's very gruesome, Georgie. It is. So if I show the picture, now that I know Georgie doesn't want it, it's only 50-50 or less that I even show it. Georgie's the VIP of all VIP pepperonis, so I got to take her feelings into account for sure. If I show it, I'll warn you, dear. Speaking of showing, I clipped some stuff off of Reddit. And as always, I don't even remember what it was. So this is going to be entertaining to me just as it is to everyone else. We'll see. Amber wants a text of the dead fox. Done and done. I will do that. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll do it right now, Amber. Let's see if I can do it right now, because what would be kind of cool is for you to, I'm going to send you two pictures right now, Amber. And maybe in the comments section, you can just describe your feelings. Wow, no, this is taking forever. Okay, all right, they're on their way, Amber. When you get a chance to describe your feelings, it would be funny, I don't know, to see your reaction. Now, Amber is from Texas, right? So she's no slouch. You guys are tough down in Texas. Amber wants to see it, so show it. What a selfless person Georgie is. There's no other way to describe that. All right, listen, let's see. What did I clip from Reddit? 7-Eleven. It's one of my favorite times of day. Slurpee. Okay, let's see. What do I got? Today I learned that Franz de Waal won a Nobel Prize for discovering that chimpanzees can identify other chimpanzees individually by seeing photographs of their anogenital regions. Mm-hmm. Does this mean what I think it means? First of all, who had the idea of showing chimps pictures of other chimp butts, right? And how does this work? You know, you oh yeah. Yeah, that's Fluffles. There's Fluffles' butt. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's I should have thought of monkey names before doing this bit. You Spotify listeners, I'm showing pictures of monkey butts up on the screen. It should go over very well. Who has that idea? Why do we waste so much money on science? It is fascinating, though. I guess it gives you a little window into the monkey mind, you know? That must be monkey butts must be very meaningful to other monkeys. It's fascinating. It's one of those things. But how do you get that grant? How does this Nobel, anyone a Nobel Prize? The hell? How do you even reveal that to your wife at the dinner table? What are you working on, honey? Well, I had this idea. You know, the world needs to know. Do monkeys recognize other monkeys just by their buttholes? I have to know. And I've devised a brilliant experiment to answer that burning question. Science. I don't know, that for some reason that pisses me off. Let's see what else I clipped off. Let's see. Today I learned about the 1642 execution of George Spencer in Connecticut. He was accused of bestiality after a sow had birthed a deformed one-eyed piglet. Mm-hmm. This to me is terrifying. 1642 in Connecticut. What? I guess Salem witch trials were in, that's Salem, Connecticut too, right? What the hell was up with Connecticut? Those people were crazy. How I would love to know how that all went down. Did the piglet look like him? Did George have one eye? So Amber has seen the picture. She says the fox looked like it was starving, very skinny. He chose the wrong duck to eat. This is true. Oh, yeah, of course. Salem, Massachusetts. Right. Salem, Mass. Good call. So did this piglet, was George Spencer deformed and had one eye? Is that how they put two and two together? I don't know. Didn't someone speak up? How? What the hell? I don't know. The olden days, I'm fascinated by it. I think there was a lot of good, but then you see shit like this. Is it maybe one of these deals where someone just wanted his farm? Wanted to get him off the land, and finally, I got an angle. He has a really ugly deformed pig. That's my ticket. Yeah, that's not how species work. Apparently, how could they not know this back then? It's weird. Scary. and they executed the guy. That's what. Lady says puritanical minds are small. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Today I learned a wedding can be performed in Montana without either of the people getting married being present. It's called a double proxy wedding because there are two people, proxies, standing in for the people actually getting married. Who would have thought? How? Okay, riddle me this. How do they prevent? Like, you could prank your buddy in Montana and marry him up to someone, unbeknownst to him. How do they know if neither person is even there? How do they know that it's legit? I'm trying to even think of a use case. Why would this ever be necessary? A lady says, I bet the honeymoon is fun. Yeah, really? Now I'd be a proxy for that. You need a stand-in for the honeymoon? Okay, let's go. That's a good one, lady. Very nicely done. What's the use case? You know, Ralph and Margie really love each other terribly. But unfortunately, they're both in iron lungs. So we got to get this done. We need two stand-ins. I think that's weird. Montana. You know, maybe this dates back to... I could see proxy banging, says Georgie. I guess... Okay, let me think about this. Seriously, anyone who wants to propose a use case that makes any sense... Baggy Bag says, my buddy told me you never really know how to hate until you get married. You know, it sounds dicey. There's a lot of, if you look at a lot of the humor around marriage, it's a lot of ball and chain stuff. Jordy says your buddy married wrong. Yeah, marrying wrong, I'm sure is no good. But again, use case. All right, why would they ever allow a proxy wedding? Neither person needs to be there. They have two stand-ins. Maybe this goes back to the old days, like before automobiles and stuff. And, it used to be that people got married way younger, and it was almost like a business decision, I mean, maybe some young gal is gonna move to some other farm, because she's gonna marry I don't know. It's a stretch. I can't think of why this was ever set up, but I found it interesting, so I clipped it and I blathered on about it too long. 7:20. Let's see what else we got. Today I learned about the degenerate era where the stars in our universe will run out of fuel and the starry night sky we see today will no longer exist. Aging stars and stellar remnants will be too cold to support life. It's hypothesized to happen about 1 quintillion years after the Big Bang. That's quite the heady comment, isn't it? Or sentence or whatever. Is that all one sentence? No, it's 2. 3, sorry. Anyway, you want to know, here's why I clipped this. It's all coming back to me now. I remembered reading this, and you know what the first thing that came to mind? Why on all those pictures from the moon, why are there no stars in the sky? Could someone please riddle me that? I know that's a weird place to go based on this today I learned, but I just thought I'd share that since that was my legit question. Have you ever noticed that? Look at the all the Apollo photographs from the moon. There's no stars. But anyway, if this is going to happen a quintillion years after the Big Bang, first of all, how long ago did the Big Bang happen? Does anyone know? Probably Lady Letter Carrier knows. If it's in a quintillion years, that sounds like a really big number. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about this. I'm going to worry instead. I think the dollar collapse is going to happen before all the stars burn out. So I'm going to shift. Oh, lady doesn't know how long ago the Big Bang was. I'm very skeptical of the Big Bang in general, by the way. I mean, isn't the theory, the whole thing, the whole universe or whatever was like on the on the head of a pin, head of a needle, whatever, eye of a needle, whatever. It was super, super small. And then kablooey, right? It makes no sense. You know, maybe it's just more of this weird ass funding of scientists. I'll bet that ticks Georgie off. I think she's a bit of a scientist. All right, let's see what else I clipped. 7:23, 7 minutes left. Sorry, I got to leave early. Okay, here we go. Today I learned humans have no sense for wetness, only temperature and pressure. Is this true? What does this mean? What do they mean by they have no sense for wetness? Does that mean like how wet something is? Is that what they mean? You know, I was saying earlier on the show that I decided to forego texting Amber because I had to tinkle, and the reason is I feel like I have a sense for wetness. And I learned that very early in life. I have such a sense for wetness that I've tried really not to wet my pants for decades at this point. Robo says she understands this. Please enlighten me. What do they mean by this? What's going on? Humans have no sense for wetness, only temperature and pressure. How do we know something's wet then? Is it a temperature? Are we really sensing the temperature? Please describe, Robo Kitty. So wetness is really about a temperature difference, huh? Georgie, did you know this? We can't sense wetness? So I don't want to wet my pants because I don't want the temperature to change? Robo says, I've realized we don't have a sense for a lot of things unless we're moving against it. If you stay still while touching something, you don't feel it anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of see where you're headed. Oh, wait. Georgie says it's about bladder pressure. If you've peed your pants, you realize it because there's less bladder pressure and there's warmth in your pants and down your leg. I'll be dipped. You might be onto something there. We can't sense wetness. Whatever. Okay, let's see what else. Today, I learned beauty parlor stroke syndrome is an extremely rare phenomenon that describes a stroke caused by having your hair washed over a basin at a salon. It is thought to be the result of reduced blood flow to the brain caused by sustained distortion of the neck during the washing process. I'll bet the beauty parlor industry is really trying to keep this suppressed. Don't you think? I'm still blown away by that previous today I learned. But anyway, did anyone know this is a thing? This makes me want to reach out to my hairstylist friends. Be like, hey, how many strokes have you seen? Robo says, what the fuck is this one about? Let me put it back up there. Beauty parlor stroke syndrome. Oh, wait, it says it's an extremely rare phenomenon. Well, then why the fuck is it even a syndrome? If it's so rare, I don't know. It's basically when you lay down in that sink, right, and they wash your hair. I remember that back when I used to have hair. Georgie says, I've been to a salon that had really fancy washing chairs because of this phenomenon. So they knew about it. Did you know about this already, Georgie? Robo is skeptical. She says it sounds like it's just a stroke. I realize that it's a weird position, yeah. When you're laying back into that sink, your neck is bent back over the sink too far. It can fuck with the blood flow. Weird. I guess today I learned something too. 7:29, holy shit. Okay, let's see what else I learned. Today I learned about Anton syndrome, which causes blind people to not believe in their own blindness. It causes blind people to not believe in their own blindness. Wouldn't you think that blind people would snap out of this syndrome pretty quick? I can't believe Georgie knew about that Salon stroke syndrome. It's weird. A lot of syndromes in the today I learned. But seriously, how could a blind person not snap out of this pretty quick? All you got to do is rearrange the furniture, right? Boom, they're cured of this false belief. Robo has Anton syndrome. It actually gives me hope. If you're actually blind, Robo Kitty, then, you know, our visit, I just might have a fighting chance. How long does this syndrome last where blind people are convinced they're not blind? How could that even possibly... It puts this image in my mind of remember the Holy Grail movie, right? Where the knight is getting his arms chopped off and stuff. You know? I chopped off your arm. No, you didn't. I don't know. It's fascinating. Anton syndrome. All right, listen, it's 7:30. Short show. I'm glad I got some sort of show. Of course, I'm sure I'll report back tomorrow on whatever happened at the farm. Should be interesting. I'm going to get very wet, but now I know that I can't feel the wetness. it's just going to be about temperature control and pressure. So it's going to help me understand. Who knows? Maybe I'll post a picture or two of our progress. We're getting stuff plowed with the fences done. It's pretty exciting. Anyway, I love you guys and I like you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. Great to see you, especially Amber, Salty. Been wondering. Now we just got to get Tank back in the fold. Anyway, getting stuff plowed. There we go. Mind out of the gutter, Georgie. Listen, have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you tomorrow morning back on Reddit, 7 a.m. Love you and like you. Until we meet again tomorrow, please, because you're my dear, dear friends, don't take any shit from anybody.